Hey guys, for my first video, I decided to teach you guys how to make Mexican rice. Mexican rice is very simple, very easy to make, but a lot of people tend to mess it up. We tend to put too much water, not enough water, mix it too much, or even touch it when it's supposed to just be cooking. But Mexican rice is a great accompaniment to enchiladas, chile relleno, taquitos, anything that you think of that needs just that little something on the side, your Mexican rice is gonna be perfect. So we are gonna do it with some very easy ingredients to find. You could go the tomato sauce version, which I like to do it a little bit more homemade. So we're gonna use an onion, not the full onion, maybe about half of it, but we'll get to that later. So we're gonna need 1 onion, 3 Roma tomatoes, 1 serrano pepper, some cilantro, and some mixed garlic. So we are going to boil these, throw it in the blender, make a salsa, and then go ahead and add it to the rice. Then we are gonna add some comino, some salt, some pepper, and you're gonna see how beautiful it's gonna come out. It's gonna be amazing and easy and great. So thank you for joining, and let's start. Now we have our 3 Roma tomatoes, our 1/4 onion, and our half of a serrano pepper. Gonna start coming to a boil. We're gonna leave it there for about 20 minutes until it starts really getting hot and softened. Once it does, we'll take it to the blender, make our salsa, and start on our rice. Okay guys, now it's been about 25 minutes and our veggies are nice and boiled. You see how they're nice and soft? The skin's starting to come off. Go ahead and toss them in your blender, all that. Leave out the water. We don't need the water because we're gonna be adding it to the rice later on. So just kind of get all the little bits and pieces that may have fallen in the water pot and put it in your blender. Now what we're gonna add to this is we are going to add half a cup of cilantro, this is going to be minced garlic, half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of oregano, ground oregano, and my favorite of the favorite that I use for everything, sopa. This is caldito chicken flavor bouillon. So it's, I call it sopa nor, and it comes in a powder form. You can use it for chicken broth, when you make, caldo de pollo, or just anything. I use it, I even get the huge can because I use it so much. So I went ahead and did 2 tablespoons of that in this. So that has a lot of sodium, it has a lot of salt. You're really not gonna wanna add much salt. I mean, you will add a little bit when you put it into your rice, but hardly anything because that sopa nor has a lot. Has a lot of stuff in there. We're gonna blend it up. It's gonna be loud. And that's gonna be the base for our rice. Okay, now we're bringing it to the pan. I went ahead and put 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to just kind of coat my pan for my rice. Then I have 1 cup of Riceland rice. That's my favorite kind of rice. My grandmother used to use it. It is just, I don't know, I've tried other rices and I just don't like it just the way I do. Now they changed the packaging, but it's still Riceland rice. Now we're going to brown this. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to actually brown the grains, but you do want to brown them. Do not skip this step. This is a very important step. It softens them. Okay, now that my rice is starting to get all nice and toasty, see how it's starting to brown up a little bit? That's how you know you're ready for your sauce. Now you don't want it to be any darker than what it is. It's kind of perfect right now. So my salsa that I went ahead and blended, beautiful salsa. We are going to add half a cup. Now this gave me a full cup, but I'm not going to use all of it. I'm only going to use half a cup. red color starting. Now, the rule of thumb for rice is always for 1 cup, you use 2 cups of water. But since I have a little bit of tomato sauce in this, I don't want to use the full 2 cups. I want to put just under 2 cups. Very, very like a teeny tiny less than 2 cups, only because you don't want your rice to come out too watery. Adding in my water. Now we're just kind of stirring everything. You have the beautiful flavors in there. You have your cilantro, your garlic, you have your oregano, your sopanol. It is all in this beautiful broth. And you're just gonna kind of move it around a bit just so that everything kind of gets beautiful. And then we are set. So we're gonna cover it up. Like I said in the beginning, do not touch this. I don't care what you do. Now at this point, your pan should be at about a 4 heat, medium heat, but do not touch it. I don't care if your house is burning down. I don't care if the baby is crying and you are not wanting to leave anything in the pan. You do not touch this. Now I'm gonna lower it down from a 4, it's going to a 2. And we are going to leave it there for a good 25 minutes. So I'll see you in 25 minutes, you guys. Okay, you guys, it's been 25 minutes. Our rice should be done. And voila, it's looking pretty done. Now all I have right here is just chopped up cilantro and the other half of that serrano pepper. I just kind of want to put it on top to make it look a little prettier. And that serrano pepper, kind of stick it right there. And we're done. Mexican rice is done to accompany anything that you wanted to make for dinner, but it's beautiful and it's going to taste great. Thanks for watching.